Hi guys, it's Lemon Fire here. This video is just going to go over a few things when it comes to Loot Council, how we work it, how it works for the raid, what expectations we have for our raiders, and how it works upon us as leads. So firstly, why did we choose to do this Loot Council? End of the day, we're trying to gear the raid, which helps us in terms of progression. RC Loot Council gives us as leads great information, such as what you're currently wearing, how much of an item level upgrade it is, whether or not for you it is a major, minor, or greed roll. We all use this information in order to make the best possible outcome for the raid, and I'm going to get into a few things with that very shortly. But before I do, I just want to prefix that every choice the raid leaders are making currently is for the benefit of the raid team in terms of progression. We are wanting to reduce wipe counts, and to do that, we are using a RC Loot Council in order to gear the raid effectively, efficiently, and most of all, properly. So firstly, we're going to go over how it works for you guys, what you get, and how we want you to use it. So you're going to get a pop-up. This pop-up gives you a need, minor, greed, and a pass roll plus notes. So, the way that we look at it, and the way that I myself have looked at it when I have rolled on gear, is it a massive upgrade? Yes or no? Okay, it is a 5 item level upgrade, 10 item level upgrade, 15 item level upgrade, and its BIS stats, I'm going to put need. If it is a same item level, but BIS stats, outside of the rule set of Azurite armor, 2 set bonus, I'm going to put minor upgrade. If, however, I'm just after transmog, I'm going to do a greed roll. Under all these choices, I'm going to put in notes why I made my choice. It is BIS item for me, nothing can do better. I need it for this reason. As a player, you need to sit there and think really hard about what you want to put in. If it is the same item level but BIS stats, honestly, it is a minor upgrade. If it is, however, multiple item levels higher and your BIS stats, of course, put down need. But doesn't matter what you choose, you need to give reasoning for your choice. That's why there is a notes. If you don't give us notes, we can't make very clear, precise decisions. So what does a loot council get? We get given a pop-up. This pop-up shows us currently what you're wearing, how many item level upgrade it is for you, whether or not you rolled need, minor, greed, pass, notes, all of it. We get given this information. If everyone is screaming need for something and we see someone that has a 20 item level upgrade over someone that has a 5 item level upgrade, we're going to give it to the person that needs it more. The reason we do this is for progression. We are trying to eliminate wipes. We're trying to get progression to run smoother. And in just some cases, we're making these decisions based upon, is your class going to be brought in for Mythic? For example, do we want to take 20 rogues to Mythic? No. We also want to make sure we have ranged. All these factors come into it. The choices we make are not biased upon who it is biased only against the raid. What does the raid need for progression? How do we, as leaders, make the best decision is based upon the information you give us, based upon the information that we know of the raid, how the fights work, what classes we need, what classes we don't need, and just in some cases, some people might miss out on gear for quite some time. But that is okay, because it all comes back to you around in the end. We make sure everyone gets everything they want out of Mythic. That is our primary goal. At the end of the day, heroic loot doesn't matter. You're going to get upgrades out of your cash, you're going to get upgrades when you're brought in on Mythic, whether it be for the prog kill or farm. We want to make sure at the end of this tier, everyone is kitted out with bare minimum base item level of 415 with Warforges and Titan Forges and sockets. We can't do that if you guys are making decisions based on a biased position. So gearing as a raid. As a raider, it is your goal before the tier even opens to us. Go out there and get high of an item level as you can. You're going to do this via Mythic Plus spam, running raids every week, running PvP if you've got a very strong item in PvP, whatever you can do to come in with good gear and high item level as possible before we even really step foot in the tier. You do this because it's a team effort. This will help you in the long run. As the faster we get the kill as a guild, everyone then benefits by getting the loot. It is always going to be a return around to you. If you, a player, for example, are playing a Shadow Priest, and Shadow Priest is dog shit for this tier, we don't particularly want to bring you in on any of the mythic progression kills, but we will get you in on farm, and by doing that, because multiple people have gotten the kill, you're going to get funneled a lot of loot. It is always a turnaround for you. Participating in this means as a whole, we are gearing the raid. We do this so that way at the end of the day, we're getting the kills. We'd rather get the kill faster, more effectively, than sit there for a month stuck on a boss because we geared a Shadow Priest or 3 and we didn't even want a Shadow Priest. So for the Loot Council, it's about progression rating at the end of the day. We have the aim to reduce our time spent to get these kills in order to get the return of the next boss. We're always pushing. We want to make sure everyone in the team gets cutting edge this tier, but to do that, we do have to play the game a bit differently. We do have to look at it at a progression level rating. This isn't heroic rating where you can take any class, any spec, bad players, players that don't focus. We're in Mythic. We need to be taking in the players that A, focus, A, have that attention to detail and care more about their execution than their personal pass on the progression kill. These are the players we look to when we're gearing. We're wanting to make sure that these players get in onto that kill, so then that way we can bring everyone in to the next kill, then the next kill, then the next kill, and then 4 weeks later, everyone has everything they want off the 3rd or 4th mythic boss, and we're already pushing up to Jaina. So, being a part of a mythic progression rating guild, you have to accept the rules of a loot council. This isn't just coming from this guild, it is the same every other guild that runs a loot council. They are gearing the raid to benefit the raid, not the individual. It sometimes sucks, we know. Blizzard designs an encounter or an entire tier, and just one class performs very badly because of the way the fights work, and it sucks. But we do want to make sure that you, if you are that player that has picked the class that you enjoy the most, but unfortunately is not able to be brought in on progression, still gets in there and gets that kill. You have been a part of the team, you've been a part of the run ever since day one. We're not going to forget about it. We're going to push very hard to make sure you get the benefits as much as the people on progression. And as for the loot council, as to how it works with our rule set, end of the day we keep it as fair as possible. We do this via, say myself for example, if I'm rolling on a bit of loot, I don't vote at all, because it could sway in one way or the other, and then the other leaders need to make a decision based upon what they believe is the best for the raid. We all follow our strict rules on this. At no point is it biased, at no point are we giving gear to people we enjoy playing with more than others or anything like that. It's not a popularity contest, it is solely for progression. We do understand it can be frustrating at times. I myself have been in positions where I didn't get loot for months in other games where raiding was a very big thing to me. I accepted it because I knew at the end of the day, the guild got the kill, I would be in there on farm and I would be showered with loot. So thank you guys for listening. I'm going to have the raid leaders sign off on this so they all agree that it's a video that they want you guys to hear. I hope to see you Monday. Look forward to it.